Casey here with Trophy Woods, week 6. We got a pretty hard freeze this week. Got all the way down to 16 degrees. Multiple nights in the 20s and lower 20s. So anyway, we're just going to go through the plot here real quick. And that's a killing freeze for some things. So the plot, not everything looks good. Austrian winter peas, very little damage, looks like. 4010 spring peas, they are looking wilty. Not sure, they may be dead, we're not sure yet. We'll see in the next week how they're looking. Mung beans, they are dead. They were dead the very first hard freeze, very first 25-degree night we had. They just turned black right away. Winter lentils. This is our first real experience with them, and surprisingly, I don't see any damage at all. They look good still. Baldy safflower, I think it's probably dead. It went into the 20s fine, but I think when you get down in the teens, that kills it. Daikon radish, there might be a few that survived, but we kind of tend to say 3 nights at or below 25 is so I'm assuming most of them are dead. Purple top turnip, similar story as the Daikon radish. There might be a few more that survived here. Purple top turnip tends to be able to withstand some colder temperatures. Rape, similar as purple top turnip, there's some survivors out here. It's just going to take a week or two before we really see if this plot bounces back or which strips bounce back. This is Bayou kale. This is advertised to be able to go colder than rape or anything else. It looks like it's 100% dead, but we'll just have to wait and see. Jackpot turnip, just like the rest of the brassicas, kind of a wait and see. I think there's some that maybe survived. Annual rye, you can see that some are burned a little bit. They just look really wilty where they burn here. But I would say 75% of it still looks good. Cereal rye. This is where it starts to shine. Is when we get these cold periods. It's still, I think, putting on some growth. On these warmer days we have, you'll definitely notice some growth. And I would say 0 damage. The few dead leaves you see, that was just volunteer corn. Winter barley. Similar to the rye, not as much growth, not noticing any damage. When barley goes dormant, it turns brown and it'll just stay brown through the winter and it'll look dead, and then come out of it in the spring. That's what sets kind of the difference between barley, rye, and wheat. Rye and wheat will kind of keep a green color to them through the winter, whereas barley just is brown. Oats. I think the oats may be dead. Kind of that around that 15 to 20 degrees is where they die. And we were definitely right there at the doorstep. And lastly, we have winter wheat. Still looking good, just like the rye and the barley. That's it for this week. Be sure to check back next week, see what has survived and what's still thriving. You can shop and build your own mix at trophywoods.com. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.